everybody, welcome to Moment of Clarity. Yes, I'm going back to the name of my old videos. I'm rejuvenating it. Moment of Clarity. Anyway, let's get into it. A food shipment. I want to talk about a food shipment that was just stopped, detained by the United States. It was meant for Venezuela, and it was grabbed in the Panama Canal by our lovely country, the United States. 25,000 tons of soy and soy foods, soy products were seized, stopped from getting to the Venezuelan people. When someone is stopping food from getting to hungry people, how often are those the good guys? How often are the good guys the people stopping food from getting to hungry people? Oh, I know, never. Never. We are the bad guys in this situation, okay? I want you to realize that, because there's no other read of the situation. It doesn't matter if you fucking hate socialism, or you hate Maduro, or you hate this guy or that guy, or you think the guy that Venezuelans had never heard of who declared himself president without ever being elected, Juan Guaido. Even if you love him and you think, oh, he's a cutie, I think he should be, all of that. How does any of that matter when it comes to stopping food from getting to starving people? It's so incredible. The people in Venezuela are struggling. Some of it is from their own economic troubles, but a lot of it, I'd say most of it, is from our economic war on the Venezuelan people. A recent unbiased study found that the United States have killed 40,000 people in Venezuela over the past 2 or 3 years due to our economic war on them, okay? And who is it that dies in these situations? It's the babies, it's the elderly, it's people that can't live as easily when food and medicine is cut off. So for those of you out there who are like, you claim to be a progressive, you like NPR, and you like maybe the New York Times, and you're just like, I believe in helping people, but I haven't really informed myself past where the NPR stance is. Then how do you explain the stopping food from getting to starving people? Because NPR, I'm using them as an example of liberal media, they'll tell you to feel bad for the kids in the cages at the border, right? There's been a regular drumbeat. Feel bad for those fucking kids put in fucking cages, all right? And I agree. Let's feel bad for the kids in the cages, okay? The ones that were in cages under Obama, the ones that are in cages now under Trump. Let's feel bad for those kids. Let's fucking get upset. Let's get pissed, and let's fucking stop that practice, okay? And they're also telling you this past week to feel bad for the kids that are being left in, is it Missouri or Mississippi? Whichever, where ICE came and raided and imprisoned many of these parents, grabbed up these parents, and had no plan for the kids. They left kids standing there screaming, right? This has been all over the news. You can watch it on CNN right now. So that's not a hidden story. You are supposed to, they want you to feel bad, and you should, for these children that are fucking left, because our country, our government, is grabbing people and putting them in concentration camps. For lack of a better term, that's what it is. So they want you to feel bad for that. Then how are you not feeling bad for other children in Latin America who are starving to death or dying from medicine shortages thanks to our economic war? We're grabbing ships filled with food and stopping it from getting there. And yet NPR won't tell you to feel bad for those kids, right? They won't, CNN won't. There's no hint of perhaps we should feel bad for the children that are starving thanks to us stopping the food from getting in. How is that any different? How are those kids any different, right? The kids that are in America, that are immigrants, some of them probably coming from Venezuela, coming from Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico. Those kids we're supposed to feel bad for because they're being harmed because their parents are gone and they're in the U.S. But we're not at all supposed to feel bad for the kids starving or dying in Venezuela as we cut off their food supplies. How the fuck does that make any sense? So quit the liberal progressive bullshit, the squishy liberal bullshit, and realize if you want to be anti-war, If you want to be pro-life and against the death economy we've created, then you have to be against what we're doing to Venezuela right now. And it's about time to figure that out. We're also trying to cut off or fuck up or throw a wrench in the gears of the CLAP program in Venezuela, which is the program they have, and it's designed to get food to people that need it in Venezuela, because they have this crazy thing where they give food to people that need food. And that's what their CLAP program is. Boxes of food arrive. And so the U.S. is strategically trying to stop that, trying to interrupt food supplies to fucking starving people. That's weird. We're not the good guys. That's when you know we're not the good guys. That is the moment. If you had to pick a moment, it's when we're stopping the food from getting to fucking people that need food. You get it? Okay. I'm glad you're starting to follow here. And I hope you get furious at CNN, MSNBC, NPR, fucking New York Times, all of them that will hardly report on this and won't tell you to feel bad for those children. How about we realize you and I have more in common with the fucking kids in Venezuela, the starving in Venezuela. You and I have more in common with them than we have in common with the fucking oligarchs in our own country, with the billionaires in our own country. They are not us. They don't understand us. They don't understand those of us who are not billionaires. They don't relate to us. They hardly even meet us. They're not fucking riding on a bus or a metro. They don't even have to talk to us. They don't even have to touch us. And when they do, they Purell the shit out of their hand. They're fucking scrubbing it to get out Brillo pads to clean it off. Just because they've been tainted by the unwashed masses. Okay, please share this with people if you think it's important. We have to stop this brutal economic war against Venezuela. Couple of quick things. I'm coming to perform live in Los Angeles and Ventura, California, as well as other cities. And we tape Redacted Tonight live here in Washington, D.C. Go to leecamp.com for tickets and details. So I hope that I get to meet you in person out there. And make sure you're subscribed. And if you're watching this on youtube.com/Redacted Tonight, go and subscribe to youtube.com/LeeCamp2, LeeCamp and the number 2, because that channel gets all these videos a day earlier. So I hope you're subscribed to that channel. All right, keep fighting.